Right lads, welcome to On the Bench LFC. So, got a little bit of a different video today guys. Obviously it's live, but I will get to the comments at the end of the video. If you just give me 2 seconds so that I can make sure I've got this up and running. Let me just have a look. Yeah, it's going to be the match build-up show for obviously the game tomorrow night, lads. I want to literally just do this a bit different, try it out, see how it goes. Obviously, I've never done one like this, so it's going to be a little bit patchy, but just bear with me, guys. Want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel recently. It's been going really, really well. You're all hitting my targets for the videos. You're all commenting and leaving some really good views on what I've been talking about as well. So I've been really grateful to get some of your guys' views on everything. But we're getting to the main things I want to talk about in the video. Obviously, being a build-up for tomorrow's game, I've got things to talk about with that. But beforehand, if I just quickly talk, we got some things as well that I want to say, like Jurgen Klopp recently has come out and, well, over the last 24 hours, come out and stated that Adam Lallana should be back mid-November. Obviously, Klopp has got a press conference at 5 o'clock, so it's going to be fairly soon. And make sure to check that one out. You can watch it on the Liverpool channel on YouTube live. But yeah, I think it's going to be Lovren and Klopp in that one. But yeah, good news that Lallana's obviously on his way back. Obviously, we said about that in a video before. And we've literally got, I think, from what I saw, I think he's back at Melwood. And we've got a few weeks till he should be back fully match fit. So I'm really happy to be having a good player like Adam Lallana come back into the team. There's some other injuries as well that Liverpool have got. Obviously, Mane's out, isn't he, for 6 weeks. No new updates on that, so it looks like it will be for roughly the 6 weeks. And then, depending on how much he gets back fitness-wise and how quick he can recover, that's on that one. Klein, I haven't seen any updates as of yet, guys, to be able to give you. But as soon as I do, hopefully Klein's not too far off returning to Liverpool as well. Yeah, we've got a massive game tomorrow, guys, and it's what I really want to talk about, you know. Obviously, it's Champions League group. Liverpool third in the group, and Maribor, which we're playing. It's 7:45 kickoff tomorrow evening, lads, in case you didn't know what time kickoff was. They're bottom of the table, and Maribor are meant to be like the most weakest team in the group, but obviously doesn't mean anything. When it's Champions League and that, any team on their day can perform and any team can not perform. So, especially with how Liverpool been performing over the last few weeks, we haven't been really booming, have we, guys? So, yeah, I'm not worried because it's one of them games that I feel like Liverpool should come out and destroy the other team. But we said that Seville was meant to be the hardest game in the group, but I was pretty confident that we would have beat them. We didn't. Obviously, Spartak are sitting in second at the moment, but they're on the same points as us. Maribor's got 1 point. Us and Spartak have got 2 points. Seville's got 4 points. I think, if I'm right, I can't really remember. I think it's 4 points. But it's a must-win game for us tomorrow anyway, guys, because we don't want to be finishing second or whatever in the group. Obviously, we want to get through the group stages. Of course we do. But we don't want to be finishing second because we want to avoid all the top teams as much as we can, really. And obviously, like your Juventuses, Barcelona's, things like that, they should finish top of their groups. So then we're literally just like, if we finish second, we got a good chance of coming up against them. And yeah, I don't know, it worries me. I don't want to face one of them just yet. I'd rather us get to like January, sort out some of the defensive problems that we've got, get some of them issues solved, you know. I mean, we look more solid defensively at the moment. It looks like we have been working on the defensive side of our game, obviously against Man United. Klopp never went all out attack, kept the shape of the team, kept the 3 strong midfielders, never bought on anyone and overcommitted and stuff. So it does look like Liverpool have got a different game plan now. And another strategy, which we've been talking about, haven't we, recently, guys, saying that Klopp needs to play different. If we're going to have success, we can't be all out attack. And that was good to see against Man United, that was sorted. But when it comes to the Champions League, Klopp's tactics work pretty well. But if a team cottons on to, like, how Liverpool play, same as what they have done in the Premier League, where if they sit deep and encounter us, it could cost us. So I'm glad that we're not going to be overcommitting players, but we need to be more clinical in front of goal. Now, this game tomorrow, we could see a few changes in the game, guys. Obviously, on Sunday, we got Spurs, so that's a big game as well. So I am looking at there's going to be a few changes to the squad. I think James Milner will probably come into the starting 11 for me tomorrow. I think Trent will probably come in at right back. Robertson's got a good chance coming in at left back. And I'd like to see Oxlade-Chamberlain get another start for Liverpool. I want to see him start this game tomorrow, guys. He was really impressive when he come on, wasn't he, against Man United. And I felt that he could have had more game time in that one and could have maybe have made something happen. But it wasn't to be on the weekend. But in this game, I think that it'd be good to see Chamberlain really push on again, to see a progression even more so. I was just happy to see him in the team and playing how I kind of expected him to play when he come to Liverpool. Of course, there's a bedding period and stuff. And something interesting as well, guys. A lot of you have been asking me on the channel about Robertson and why we're not seeing him too much. Well, he's come out and he spoke and he said that what it is Jurgen Klopp sees the left-back position as a specialist position. So when you've got Moreno performing really well, Robertson said he wasn't expecting Moreno to be doing so good, if you know what I mean. So it was one of them things that, obviously, I think he come into the club thinking, right, Moreno's on his way out. He's not doing very well. James Milner is not an out-and-out left-back. So he thought he'd come in and be our starting left-back. That hasn't been the case because of, obviously, how Moreno's been playing. And he was full of praise for Moreno, saying he's done really well. He's been doing everything right in training and things like that. So, considering it's a specialist position, what Robertson said is often in the left-back role, because Moreno's doing really well, if he's the substitute or whatever, you often don't feature. You might not even travel with a team, but you'll mainly be on the bench. So it was very interesting to get his views on it and him to talk about it. I kind of took it like he was really good about it, obviously, and he's playing for Liverpool Football Club, which is a massive step up for him, isn't it? But it was like he was kind of saying, yeah, it's one of them things that because it's a specialist position, I'm not really going to get much game time. I kind of thought I was going to be the starting 11 choice, and I'm not, because Moreno's been really well. Like his form's done really well. I mean, Moreno hasn't been fantastic. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's a lot of different opinions when it comes to Moreno at the moment, and the main one is that Moreno's still really good attacking, but he still fucks up defensively, you know. And it is my worry that we saw against Man United in the first half. Moreno was lunging into tackles, was getting caught out. They was definitely targeting his wing, wasn't they? They was trying to get in there. They was getting no joy with Gomez the other side. So you could tell that they had pointed out that Moreno's obviously a weakness in the team. So, yeah, I think Moreno's improved. I definitely think he has improved, but interesting to see Robertson say that obviously being a specialist position, he's probably not going to feature much unless he can push Moreno out the team, and then Moreno would be the same, won't feature much. But let me ask you this, guys. If Klopp sees left back as a specialised position, then why do we not go out and get in a world-class left back? Now, we know, I've said about this before, Klopp has stated that the left and right backs are very key to how Liverpool play. And Klopp highlighted that when he was talking on Sky Sports and everything. He was talking to Jamie Carragher and that, and he gave away too much of his tactics for my liking. He was talking too much in depth about how Liverpool play and how Klopp likes his teams to play. But it's obvious that Klopp's confident that if the team play to how he wants them to, that his tactics will 100% work, and there's not many people that would be able to stop it if it's going well. But if them areas are key, then you want world-class players in them areas. If you're going to spend the money, then surely it wouldn't be on getting in Robertson from Hull. You know what I mean? Like, it would be going in and getting a left-back that would come in and really solidify the team. I mean, we had a touch, really, not getting Mendy, because we was talking about getting Mendy before Robertson come in, and obviously with his injury, that was a massive blow to Man City, wasn't it? So, I definitely feel like it's something that we have to look at. I'm not getting at Robertson. I think Robertson's a quality left back. From what I've seen of him, he's really good going forwards as well. Looks a little bit more solid defensively than what Moreno does. But it's a key area coming into this game tomorrow, guys. This is why I'm talking about this. Is because I really do feel that if that left back is a specialist position, that maybe Liverpool should have sorted out the left back position instead of going with someone that does mess up defensively and then having in someone that's just kind of a backup. You know, it's kind of up in the air, and it's very similar to the goalkeeper area for us at the moment. It's like we've got Simon Mignolet, which is the starting goalkeeper. Apart from tomorrow night, you'll see Karius come into the team, because obviously he's a Champions League goalkeeper. And then we got Danny Ward at the club. Now, there's 3 goalkeepers there that Klopp said he wanted to keep 3 goalkeepers that are solid to stay at Liverpool. But then it's obviously a key area on the pitch is goalkeeper. And you look at Man United and how they've got De Gea and stuff, and obviously he wins them points, doesn't he? And Mignolet made a good save and helped keep us in the game, obviously, on the weekend. I wouldn't say keep us in the game because we was on the front foot, but if they would have scored that goal, we would have dropped points again, wouldn't we? In the sense of we wouldn't have even got the 1 point for the draw. So I do feel like Liverpool need to work on the key areas for the team. And this is why I wanted to bring this up, guys, because obviously going into the game tomorrow, we will see rotation. And then I feel that Robertson needs to get more game time, because I think at the moment Robertson and Moreno are kind of on an even keel in that left-back role. So I do want to see Robertson give more game time, and it's interesting that he's come out and spoke about this, because it's obvious that he was led to believe that he was going to be starting choice, and then Moreno's obviously improved. So you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a catch-22 for the poor lad. So yeah, I do want to see him come into the team. Karius, last time he featured, wasn't too good. Recently, obviously, he let in a free kick that it shouldn't have been a goal and things like that. So, be interesting to see whether Karius can correct that. Obviously, Maribor's not a really out-and-out world-class team, but they can still cause us problems. Milner is like the forgotten man at the club, so I definitely think that we'll see James Milner come into it. We need to keep the fitness among the players going into the weekend against Spurs as well. That's a big game. That's a top 4 competitor that we've got on the weekend. So we are going to see rotation, lads, to be honest. I mean, there's a few questions up in the air as well. Who, put it in the chat, who would you like to see start as our striker? You've obviously got Firmino that is normally plays in that role. Would you let Daniel Sturridge have another chance? You guys probably saw my video I put out yesterday. If you haven't, go and check it out. I'm talking about, is it time for Sturridge to leave the club? But yeah, does Sturridge come into this team? Because obviously Firmino then will be fit for the weekend. Should our players like Firmino and that be able to play midweek and then play on the weekend? Should they be fit enough to do that, in your opinions? But just the way I look at it, I would probably like to see Solanke started up top. One thing that we had spoke about before is playing Mane as a striker, and I've seen a few things today where people have said maybe play Salah as striker in this game tomorrow, see how he does there, because he's got pace, he's good with his movement, and he's proven that he can finish. But he's part of the problem with the clinicalness. Whereas Solanke hasn't really featured for us too much. You've got Danny Ings as well, but I'm not too sure. I did see the team that was confirmed to be travelling for this game, and I can't remember whether Danny Ings was in it, so I apologise about that. But yeah, I definitely think that Dominic Solanke, this is a sort of game that he would benefit off getting game time, and because of the lack of clinicalness from Liverpool at the moment, it wouldn't be a bad idea to give Solanke a chance in this one. It's one of them things as well, though, guys, that obviously, like I said, it's a must-win game for Liverpool, because we're sitting third in the table. We need to get the points over the line in this, because we need to be pushing on. Obviously, getting a draw tomorrow, it's away, so getting a draw is not the end of the world, but we don't want to be seeing these draws and that, guys. It's about time we start getting the wins again, isn't it? And too often, Liverpool have been dropping points recently, so I do feel like we need to field a strong team, but then against Maribor, why can't Dominic Solanke go on the pitch, score goals, you know? Why can't James Milner come in and do a job in the midfield? Now, if James Milner does come on for you guys, and he does play in the starting 11 tomorrow, who would you replace? Would you maybe sit him in that holding role like Henderson does? My opinion is that Henderson will probably play tomorrow, because he's captain, isn't he? So I think that I think Klopp's going to want Henderson being that pivotal role for Liverpool tomorrow, because it is a must-win game. Coutinho in midfield is a possibility again, but I think that you're probably going to be looking at Coutinho going out on the left, Solanke or Sturridge up top. Obviously Firmino, it will probably be Firmino, wouldn't it? Klopp seeing this game as a must-win game, we'll probably play Firmino up top, Coutinho on the left, Salah on the right. We probably won't see much of a change with that one, but I would like to see Solanke come on and play up top. In my opinion, I think he needs a bit more game time. I think he can do a job. He's proven that he can score all types of goals. And I feel like we need a player that can cause a problem physically up top as well, you know. And especially in a game like this where they could look to sit back. If they look at and review Liverpool's games and how Liverpool play and see how teams get some results against Liverpool, then it's a good chance that they will sit back against us. So putting Solanke up there is not a bad shout for me. But we're definitely going to see some changes, guys. And like I said, Trent come in instead of Gomez. Gomez is really strong defensively, but if they do sit back and defend deep against us, then having Trent playing that right back spot, obviously he's a lot better at going forwards, isn't he, than Gomez? He's our most adventurous right back, if you know what I mean, that's available at the moment. So yeah, it's a good shout putting Trent in there. It's more game time for him. We've seen him feature for us. We've seen he's had good games and that. So, yeah, it wouldn't bother me if he come in and played at that right back role. I think that we'll probably see Lovren and Matip start this one again. Been a lot of talk about Lovren, obviously, with the transfer rumours and things like that with Van Dijk and stuff coming in. But Lovren and Matip haven't played too many games together. And I did read a stat yesterday that was basically proving that when Lovren and Matip are paired up, that they actually aren't as bad as what people think, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I still want to see a centre-back come in January, guys, and kick Lovren out of the team. I think Lovren wouldn't be a bad backup centre-back, but going into big games in the Champions League and things, I'd rather see a better centre-back in there than Lovren play alongside Matip. Just my views on it, guys, but yeah, it's obviously... It's one of them areas that come January Liverpool really need to strengthen defensively. There's a lot of talk about strikers, and Liverpool need to really get in and out goal scorer that can score 25 plus goals a season, you know. Firmino's not a striker, is he? And I'm going to release a video. I don't know whether that will be later today, guys, or tomorrow, but keep an eye out on the channel. I'll release a video talking about Firmino, kind of similar to what I've done with the Daniel Sturridge video yesterday, where the whole video will be based on him instead of this and that, if you know what I mean. Just key talking points about him, so definitely stay tuned for that one, lads. But yeah, this game tomorrow, my score prediction is I'm going to go with 3-0. I will say 3-0. I never like to say nil when it comes to Liverpool, but because of how we've been playing recently and we've been stronger defensively, I think that they're not going to come out and really try and attack us, and if they do, we'll see a lot of goals, which maybe for me they might try and attack us to begin with, and then Liverpool get a couple of goals over the line. Then they're going to sit defensively to try and shut up shop. Liverpool aren't going to concede goals in because they're not going to be too attackive, and then we'll probably pinch another goal towards the end of the game. So I'm going to go with 3-0, guys. Leave in the chat what your score prediction will be as well, like what you think it will be. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be the most easy of games because of the pressure of the Champions League group at the moment and where we're sitting. I think it's going to be really, really tough, but I do also feel like it's a must-win game for Liverpool, and Liverpool should really be winning games like this, you know. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up all that for me, lads, and what I think of the game tomorrow. But I've got a few ideas coming up on the channel, guys. I've got some big things that I've been trying to work on. Got some ideas. I'm going to be linking up with some other fellow YouTubers coming up on the channel as well. So, yeah, the channel's growing, and I want to do more content for you, lads. Different types of content. Obviously, we've got Halloween coming up as well, and I've got just some sort of idea. I started thinking about it last night of what I wanted to do for Halloween. I want to do a special kind of video where basically there's a village that is called Pluckley, and if you haven't heard of it, it's like the most haunted village round these areas, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you can look that up on YouTube, Google it. Pluckley is a village that is really haunted. We've been there before, and it literally puts the chills up, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is one of the places, it's a little bit scary, you know. So I want to maybe do a live video from Pluckley coming up to Halloween or whatever, and if you guys would be up for that, that'd be wicked. Like, I could speak with you guys on a chat and maybe contact a ghost that's an LFC fan or whatever, right? How funny would that be? But yeah, I don't know, let me know your views on that, guys. Is that something that you would like to see? If it is, leave in a chat as well. Yeah, I just want to do different things, you know. I think, like, it would be funny. I think we could have a laugh of it, couldn't we? And, yeah, just something based around Halloween and things. I think we should do that. I want to get more content for you guys where we're having a laugh as well. Sometimes I feel like recently, because of the dip of form with Liverpool, I feel like things have been a bit too serious, you know. We've been talking about FSG and they're not putting money into the club and their net spend and their shit, you know. And then, like, yesterday I've been talking about Daniel Sturridge and saying, is it time to leave? I just feel like there's a lot of negativity surrounding Liverpool at the moment. So I want to have a bit of a laugh on this channel, you know. And yeah, and obviously going forwards, working with other YouTube channels, and I've got some sponsorship deals coming my way as well. So there'll be a lot of good, different content coming up, so it'll be good. And plus, guys, I've got some more giveaways that I'm going to be doing as well, because obviously with the sponsorship deals coming in, I'm going to be getting some freebies that I can obviously give to you guys. So I'm really, really excited about that, because you all know that you all mean the world to me in this channel, and I want to be giving stuff to you, you know. I want to repay you for your work where you come on and like and comment on all my videos, and that means a lot. So I want to give back to you guys as well. So it's really good news. The channel's in a really good way at the moment, and yeah, I just really happy, guys, in general with how it's going. So I'm going to go to the chat now and see whether there's any comments that you guys have been doing. See what you've got to say, and I'll read that out. If you like this type of video as well, guys, and you want to see more of this in the future, let me know, because it's just something that I'm trying, you know. Like I said, I'm trying different things and that. Obviously, I've got new graphics on the channel. Let me know what you think on that. That would be really good to get your views on it all, but I'm trying to make it a bit more professional, you know. So, yeah. So we got Michael Dunn on the stream today saying, "Hi, Daz." From a stormy island too. Hello, Michael, how are you, mate? Shout out to Michael in Ireland. Yeah, the weather's not too good, is it? We've got that hurricane, haven't we? Red sun as well today, guys. Jesus. Everything's a little bit peaked on, isn't it, at the moment? You know what I mean? How are you, Michael, my friend? Rusty Gaming, yo, what's up? What's up, Rusty? Glad to get you on the stream, mate. Come on the pool, you'll never walk alone. Fuck the Mayweathers. Yes, Michael, indeed. Lionheart says, yeah, Ox should start. Yeah, that's good. He says, hi, guys, as well. Good to have you on board, Lion. Yeah, I want to see him get some more game time, guys. I think it's time that he does start featuring in. He's having his bedding in period. He's still in that, don't get me wrong. But obviously, getting him some more game time is kind of like, yeah, all right, you settled a little bit now. We saw a good spell when he come on against Man United. So I want to see him kick on even more so now and prove why we paid the money for him, which I think he will come good, but I just want to see it starting to come to fruition, you know. Leon Roberts, yo! Moreno is very nice to see him going up to attack, but defending-wise, not great, but he can get better. I think we should start Robertson. Yeah, interesting, Leon. Glad to get your views on the channel, mate. Yeah, I definitely think that, like you say, he worries me defensively, and I think a lot of Liverpool fans across the board are worried when he's on the pitch when it comes to the defensive side of the game, but attacking wise we don't doubt his quality. He's really good at attacking, and he does give us that, gets to the byline on the left flank. So yeah, I'm happy in that sense, but like you say, defensively he does scare me a little bit, you know. He says, I would like Danny Ings to start. Yeah, I can't remember whether he's been named in the squad, mate. He probably has, to be fair. But yeah, I would also like to see Danny Ings given a chance. He's worked his absolute socks off, hasn't he, to get back fit, and he did come out and say he will try and do everything possible to make it work at Liverpool. So I really do rate his commitment to the team and to how hard he's worked. So it would be good to see him get game time, but I also think as well, Dominic Solanke up top, I think we need to give some of the other guys a bit of game time instead of just keep insisting on Robert Firmino. Yeah, like, he's not an out-and-out striker. Maybe in a game like this, we could do with an out-and-out striker, you know. So, yeah, but interesting that you like to see Danny Ings start. I would as well. All right, Daz, mate, says Chris Gordon. Shout out to Chris, mate. How are you, buddy? I'm very good, mate. Leon, apparently, Daz, I've seen that Saudi Arabians want us from FSG. What do you think we could do with the money? Who should we get? Well, yeah, there's a lot of talk in there about takeover and that at the moment. And I do think that there is something in the pipeline. It would be good to get... I think FSG want an investment more than they want to sell at the moment, because if they hold on for 2 years, obviously, if you guys missed the video that I was talking about this and that, if they do hold on to the club for another 2 years, they will get a lot more money for selling the club. So I think that they probably more want an investment, which will be about a 25% share of the club. But yeah, I think we're all under the agreement now that FSG aren't really going to take us to the next step with their philosophy, and now they don't really put too much money into the club and they want it to run itself. We could do with like these Arabians or whatever coming in and taking over the team, and we want supporters of the club that want to come in, they want to be at the games and things like that. This is what I want to see, someone that will come in, wants to be at the games, wants to be involved in everything that's going on with Liverpool. And that's where FSG let us down, you know. I mean, they wasn't even at the unveiling of the King Kenny stand and things like that. Well, as you want an owner to be there and be like, this is a proud moment for our football club, you know. Like, I've got to be there, I can't miss it. Well, as FSG, I feel like every time Liverpool gets popped up in a conversation for them, they just want to check their bank balance, you know, go on online banking or whatever. Like, if that's what they probably don't even look at their bank, they're that rich. But yeah, I don't know who we'd buy if we got a lot of money. There's definitely investment that needs to go into the club. If you look at the investment, if you look at the net spend from Liverpool to what Man City have done in the last 7 years, there's quite a difference. And you look at the difference in the quality of the football at the moment, you know. So, yeah, I don't know who to buy if we got someone, but I do feel that maybe the next step now is to sell. Who should we let go? Player-wise, I think it's time for Sturridge to go. I like Sturridge. Obviously, I said that in my video yesterday. But to kick on to the next step, we need someone that is more available than what Sturridge is, and for the amount of wages that he's on, we could get a better, not a better player, but someone that's more available and more consistent, you know. Nino, hi Nino, how are you, mate? Mate, not this talk again. Slanky over Sturridge, are you alright? One thing I do agree with, Milner should start this one, but no way should Slanky start. He hold on to the ball for too long. That's your views, Nino, mate. My views is Sturridge, what's Sturridge doing? Tell me, put it this way, Nino, right? I know people are saying, oh, Sturridge is a lot better than Slanky. What is Sturridge adding to the Liverpool team at the moment? Absolutely nothing, right? On the whole, Sturridge has had his day and he's a quality player. But he's not adding to the team. So why not give Slanky a chance? We got Slanky in. Slanky scored more goals than Sturridge, like for Liverpool recently. So to me, Slanky, you say he holds on to the ball too much, but what does Sturridge do that's any better than what Slanky's doing? Absolutely nothing at the moment, mate. That's just my views on it. Obviously, you got your views, but I, for one, am saying when people are saying to me, like, oh yeah, your views on Sturridge is rubbish and that, it's my views, guys. I've got my views, you got yours, but you can't tell me any different that Sturridge is doing the amazing thing. If Sturridge was on and scoring goals for us, then I would agree with you. But he's not. So why not give someone like Danny Ings or Slanky a start over Sturridge? Just my personal opinion, mate. Leon, I would like Van Dijk and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yeah, I don't think Aubameyang would come because obviously he come out after Klopp had left Dortmund and stated that he was very much along the lines of he played better when Klopp went and he didn't like how he had to play under Klopp. So I don't know. He does say that he owes a lot to Jurgen Klopp, but I know he's not happy at Dortmund. I know he wants to leave. So Liverpool would be stupid to not going for a player of his quality, but I don't know whether Klopp and him are right, if you know what I mean. I don't know whether it would be something that Klopp would look at, and I don't know whether Aubameyang would even look at it because of that. So not too sure there, but I would like Aubameyang at Liverpool. And Van Dijk, yeah, we all know our views on him, don't we? Klopp is giving a live press conference at this moment. Yeah, it's over on the Liverpool channel that you can watch that one, guys. I'm not too bothered if you want to go off on that. You can obviously watch this back as well. And be sure to leave a video a like, lads, for me. Like, it helps with the exposure on that, if you don't mind. Leon says, Nino, where Leon Roberts' dad's what striker would you like? I'll tell you what, I'd love Lewandowski. He did say that he would play under Jurgen Klopp again. It's something that I wanted to bring up recently, that if Sturridge was to go in the summer or whatever, then who are the options to get in? Lewandowski, people will say, why would Lewandowski move to Liverpool when he's at Bayern Munich and that blah, blah, blah. Lewandowski's won stuff at Bayern Munich. He's done lots of stuff. He hasn't come to the Premier League, right? And a lot of players want to come and get that on their team, like on their record, you know, like being able to say, I played in the Premier League. He knows how Klopp likes to play. He does like Klopp. Klopp likes him as well. And it's a possibility that Lewandowski will play under Klopp again one day. It's been said. So the fact is that we could end up seeing that happen one day. I'm not saying it would, but we could see that happen. So yeah, if we was to go out and spend big money on a player, then I would like to see us go after someone like Lewandowski. Obviously, we missed Luis Suarez up top, and I would have took Suarez back, but I don't think we're ever going to see Suarez back. But yeah, Lewandowski, I think, would be my main one that I would love to see come and play for Liverpool. Especially, he knows how Klopp likes to play, and I just think he'd destroy the Premier League. For a good price, yeah, great idea. Chris says, the ghost of Shankly. Yeah, the spirit of Shankly. Oh, yeah, can you imagine that? God. I think he'd have a few things to say, wouldn't he, on how Liverpool are at the moment. I've been subscribed since 50, man. Yo, Leon, I know. You've been around for time, mate. It's quality, isn't it? It is growing, isn't it? It's got really big. But I'm happy to have you on board and that, mate. You're a legend. Hello, everyone. You're right, Lucas, mate. How are you? As well, I think we should experiment with Klein at right back and Gomez or Trent. Oh, Gomez or Trent. Do you mean, Leon, in like the centre-back role? Do you think that one? Because obviously Klein is injured. So when he comes back, we see Gomez be more of a backup for the centre-back role, in my opinion, and Trent will be the backup right-back, but don't know just yet. We've got to wait for Klein to come back, haven't we? Fuck the Mayweathers, says Lucas. Fuck the Mayweathers, Lucas. Shame on you, Chris Bill. Shankly is a legend. Show some respect from the dead. No, I think you've missed some of the comments, mate. Lucas, mate, you've missed some of the beginning stuff. Been a while, fuck me. Yeah, Jake, how are you, buddy? It has been a while, hasn't it? Danny Ings not in the squad, mate. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know whether he had been confirmed for it, but I definitely feel that we need to give some game time to Slanky, and I'd like to see Danny Ings get some game time as well at some point. Chris Golden, Lucas, Daz was on about something for Halloween, so you missed it. Daz will get the joke. Yeah. Danny Ings not in the squad again. What was the joke about, Chris? it's not a joke, Lucas. It's basically, I was saying that I've got an idea for, like, because it's coming up Halloween, to do a live stream one night from a place called Pluckley, which is not too far from me, and it's one of the most haunted villages and that. And yeah, we were talking about just random stuff to do with ghosts and things like that. So, Jake, I agree about Sturridge. It is a liability, but Sturridge is a class striker who can finish his mum's pudding. Yeah, you missed it. He was on about talking to some ghost on Halloween, so I put the ghost of Shankly. Yeah. I heard Barcelona are looking at Jonathan Tah for January. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, Barcelona are going to be linked with everyone at Liverpool linked with just because they want to piss off in it, basically. But was one of your first 10 subscribers. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Jake, you've also been round, haven't you, for a long time. It's been mental. Think about how far we've come, lads, since that time. It's been absolutely crazy, isn't it? I would take Thomas Muller over Robert Lewandowski. Interesting, Lucas, interesting. I wouldn't take Thomas Muller over Lewandowski because Lewandowski is an out-and-out scorer. Muller is more of a Firmino type player. If we wanted backup for Firmino, then Muller, yeah, he's quality. But he's not your out-and-out goal scorer, whereas Lewandowski is the type of player that we're missing as well at the moment. Leon, yeah, mate. LFC, anyone fancy Jonathan Tah and Virgil to pee off Barcelona again? Yeah, we are linked with Tah. We have been linked with him before, Leon, and I said that he's another centre-back that I'd like to see come into Liverpool. I just think that he's young, as well as he's got the pace and the power to obviously really come in, and it's kind of the sort of defender that Liverpool need at the moment. So it's just something that I was thinking about. So yeah, it's what we spoke about a bit on the channel before. And that's it, guys. I'm at the bottom of the chat, so I'm going to end it there because we've been going for about half an hour, haven't we? Remember, guys, please leave a thumbs up on the video. If you're new to the channel, then subscribe. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the near future, then obviously let me know in the comments afterwards. Once the video goes up, I don't think there'll be comments or whatever come on it. I'm not too sure how it works yet, but I'll be doing a video maybe later talking about Firmino. And be sure to see a video from me tomorrow. Come on, Liverpool. Hopefully we get a good result tomorrow, guys. You take care. You'll never walk alone, you lot. I'll speak to you all later.